Hello everyone, welcome. It's Maria from Gently Speaking. I've decided to start this series of Sunday coffee talks to just talk a little bit more about my journey with healing, to hopefully inspire you, talk a little bit more about my philosophy on life, about how I actually have healed myself many times already, and just about how beautiful life really is and what we can do to enjoy it more, to experience pure bliss, pure love, and pure divine peace. So if you're ready to listen, just grab a coffee or a tea. I actually got a coffee and a tea in another cup. And just make some space to listen, to be present. Let's just take a few deep breaths. Ground yourself in your breath. Ground yourself in divine love and peace. And make some more space for learning. Keep your mind open, keep your heart open. And today, this first episode, I just wanted to share a bit more about my personal journey, about how it all started, why and how I started guiding meditations, how I started teaching yoga, and why did I choose to follow this path. So I've always been pretty aware of healthy lifestyle. For as long as I remember, I loved to exercise, I loved to dance, I love to just be outside in nature, just enjoy and connect to Mother Earth. And I have been enjoying my life in this way, but I've been also holding on too much stress. When I was 19, I started studying Chinese language in Poland. And it's been really hard for me at first. It's been really hard to learn, to be focused. I've always been a good student, but that was a big challenge for me. So I could already feel on myself, in my mind, in my body, that something was wrong and that I just needed more relaxation, more deeper connection, but I wasn't that aware at the time. And after those 3 years of studying Chinese, I went to China for a 1-year scholarship. I was so afraid to go there. It was a really hard decision to make, but I just thought it will be a really good step for me to open myself a little bit more, open myself to the world, to new people, just find some new exciting experiences. So when I was in China, the first few months had been really hard for me. I was really struggling there. I was struggling to find my peace. I was struggling to, in general, just to feel good there. I was really struggling on a mental and physical level. I had lots of problems with my stomach back then. I remember I used to cry almost every day. I was feeling really lonely. It was really hard for me to find some nice friends there. It was just a really hard period in my life. But I feel this time in my life had really guided me towards this beautiful yogic awareness path. I think if I wasn't struggling so much, I wouldn't really need to look for something to help me fall asleep, something to help me relax, and I might have chosen a completely different path. During this time of struggle, I needed to find something to like help me fall asleep, to help me feel a little bit calmer. So that's when I started listening to guided meditations. I just looked for some meditations to fall asleep easier, and it started to help me, but I didn't really go any deeper into that. And then after a few months there, I had 2 months of vacation, and then I chose to go to Philippines and to Malaysia to just travel, to get to know new people, get to know new cultures. And it's been a really, really good decision because I've been really feeling down those first few months in China. And this time when I went traveling, it had really helped me. It had opened my mind to new people, to new beautiful experiences. It had kind of just changed my energy. After going back to China, my energy had completely shifted. And I think it was because of really like different environment, beautiful weather, beautiful people. I had met really amazing people that had taught me so much. Like for example, this family that I've been staying with in Philippines. It was so beautiful, just close to the beach. I was just sleeping on a hammock and enjoying the ocean. It was a little bit hard because our lifestyle there was pretty survival mode. Like we didn't really have much money, so we couldn't afford sleeping in hotels, and we couldn't really afford eating any good food. So it's been really hard, but it had taught me so much. And that family that was taking care of us, they just gave us so much love, so much kindness. They showed us what really matters in life, that it is not money, not comfort, that it's love, it's family, it's connection, it's the earth, it's enjoying the life with your smile, with a smile on your face every day. Those experiences back then had really taught me something, had really opened my mind, opened my heart. And then when I went back to China, I just started receiving so much more. I started meeting new amazing people. I started attracting really nice situations in my life. I had even met my soulmate, who I'm with still until today, which is really amazing. And that's when I really started trying to learn more about it, trying to learn more about meditation, about consciousness. I had been doing yoga before, but it wasn't anything that I was paying much attention to on a spiritual level. I was only treating this as a kind of exercise. Back when I really cared so much about my body, about my appearance. But something started to change, and I started discovering yoga as a completely different path, as a beautiful healing path. I had started also to read more books about consciousness, about how powerful we really are as humans and how powerful our mind is. And I just started to understand that there is so much more in life than only studying and working and earning money and being successful. There is so much more in life. There is so much beauty in life if we only open to it. So those books, those teachers, they kind of just started coming to me, like I didn't really have to look for them. And I'm so, so grateful for that. After a few months of diving deeper into consciousness, practicing more and more meditation, practicing more and more yoga, I was really enjoying that. And I started to think about making it more serious in my life. But at that time, I was really too afraid. I was really shy about even sharing it with other people. So I kept quiet, but I kept my practice. A year after that, I went back to China to work there again, and that's when I also had more time for my own passions. So I started doing yoga more often. I started thinking and dreaming more about how can I live the life of my dreams. And I started honestly believing in it, because before I think I just was too influenced by other people, by the environment, by the teachers in the school and all that. And I was so afraid. I was holding so much fear inside me, honestly, so much fear. It was all a process. It wasn't like I was meditating and suddenly I knew what I want to do in life. I didn't have any big enlightenment experience. But many situations in my life and at work back then just showed me that I don't want to work for someone else. I don't want to be a slave in a system. Especially when you are in China, you can really see how people are kind of just giving up to the system, how dependent they are on their government. So I have really started to develop this more and more awareness inside me that was kind of pulling me to my dreams, pulling me to expansion. And then just right after, before COVID hit China last year in January 2020, I went back to Poland, and I just had all this time, all those months only for myself. I didn't really have many jobs back then, and I'm really grateful for it right now, because this time I really had finally more space to find what I needed to, and to develop myself. So if you still don't know what your purpose is, if you feel still like you're struggling a lot, it's so important to find space for yourself. And it doesn't have to be months, of course. It can be a few days, it can be few hours every day that you just give to yourself, that you just commit to your own practice of meditation, of yoga, whatever it is. It doesn't really have to be yoga. It can be just developing yourself more by reading books, watching videos, and allowing yourself to receive this amazing God energy, this amazing divine guidance. Because through that, you learn so much about yourself, about what you really want to do in life, and why you are here for, It's amazing. So last year for me was kind of this turning point when I really decided that I don't want to work for anyone anymore, that I really want to keep developing myself until I can just be fully free financially, have a full freedom of location. That's also when I felt like I wanted to share this divine peace that I am able to connect to, that I want to share this divine peace and love with others. And I was feeling really guided to start recording meditations. So I started last year in May, and I was feeling so shy about it. I was just having so much judgment towards myself. But anytime I was creating, I was feeling like this is beautiful. This is something that gives me joy and that can give joy to others. So that's what I want to do. Since then, I've been recording those videos every now and then. Sometimes I'm not too consistent with it, but I try to. I've also started recording yoga videos this year, and it's really beautiful to be sharing this path of yogic philosophy, which is pure love. My philosophy, honestly, is just love. It's pure love. I feel like I am not limited by religion anymore. I'm not limited by my beliefs, my thoughts, because I am so connected to God, so connected to divine energy. Whenever I feel worse, whenever I feel low, I always find my way back to the soul, and this is what has healed me. This is what has opened me up to so much beauty. This surrender to soul, to divine energy, has brought so much love into my life, so much peace, so much abundance as well. So that's what I want to do. I want to share it with you, want to share it with more and more people. This is my story. This is my story for today. I hope you enjoyed it. Please feel free to share a little bit more about yourself, like where are you from and what do you feel is your purpose? What do you feel yoga and meditation and mindfulness practice has brought to your life and how it has changed your life? Or maybe what do you still feel like you need to change in your life to be open to pure love and freedom? Thank you so much for listening. And just to finish off this little talk, we can just close our eyes wherever you are right now. If you can, just close your eyes, take a few deep breaths. Connect to this godly energy that is surrounding you. Let it flow through you, let it nourish you. Let it make you free, light and loved. Thank you so much. Namaste. I'm sending you all the blessings for this day and hope to see you soon.